Hey guys, Lightning Reviews here. Today I'm going to be reviewing Dragon Ball Super, the Universe 6 Tournament, Manga Edition, plus Battle of Gods since it's in the first volume. Even though I'm reviewing the manga, I'll use anime visuals for simplicity's sake since it's easier to find. Last thing before we begin, I'll be reducing the amount of videos uploaded in a week, reducing to about 2 to 3 as opposed to the first week, because I had a lot of videos that carry over from other channels or ones I'd pre-made. So yeah, I'll be reducing the amount of videos per week since this video took a surprisingly long time to make. It took me about 2 days. Well, that doesn't sound long. That was 4 days of continuous work for like 10 hours per day. So I mean, it's going to take me a bit of time. So to review the manga, I'll be using categories to analyse it. These categories will be plot, fights, characters, things to be expanded upon, and if I have anything else, it'll be in the other category. Without further ado, let's begin. So let's begin with category plot. First we'll be summarising the plots, and then we'll be analysing the pros and cons of each plot. Let's begin with Battle of Gods. After Dragon Ball Z, the god of destruction Beerus woke up looking for the Super Saiyan God. He fights Super Saiyan 3 Goku on King Kai's planet, but Goku loses. Not satisfied, Beerus and Whis go to Bulma's birthday party, attempting to fight the Super Saiyan God if there is one there. He starts a fight with everybody at the party. At the same time, Champa meets the Kais. Eventually, Goku turns up, summons Shenron to learn how to summon the Super Saiyan God. Learning of the ritual. They perform it after learning of Vidal's pregnancy. Goku becomes the Super Saiyan God, and he fights Lord Beerus, satisfying him, ensuring the Earth's safety. Now let's do the Universe 6 Tournament arcs plot. Whilst collecting the Super Dragon Balls, Champa goes to Beerus' planet, having a food competition with Beerus. Eventually they create a tournament of 5 fighters from each universe. If Champa wins, he gets the Universe 7's Earth. If Beerus wins, he gets 6 Super Dragon Balls. Beerus wins, ensuring he gets Super Dragon Balls, but using them to wish for Universe 6's Earth to be restored. Now let's go over the pros and cons of each. Battle of Gods. The plot was very fast paced and had some very jarring cuts, mainly between the time he fought with Goku and the time he was fighting on the boat with the Z fighters. There was really no break in between. It didn't have that party thing like it had in the movie, which I wish they had put it in there, because while it is admittedly filler, it's really fun filler, to be honest. And had some more jarring cuts as well. But it does introduce Champa early, giving him a good bit of foreshadowing. Along with the multiple universes, he does that well as well. So yeah, next the Universe 6 Tournament arc. It's a very simple arc, similar to the other tournament arcs in Dragon Ball history. The structure works, nothing else really to mention but that. Now let's move on to the next category, fights. First we'll go over all the fights, well, naming them, then we'll go in depth into each one. Let's begin. So the fights that have happened are Goku vs Beerus on King Kai's planet, the Z Fighters vs Beerus, Super Saiyan God Goku vs Beerus, Goku vs Vegeta on Whis' world, Flashback Beerus vs Champa, Goku v Vegeta in the hyperbolic time chamber, Otama vs Goku, Frost vs Goku, Piccolo vs Frost, Vegeta vs Frost, Vegeta vs Vegeta, Cabba vs Vegeta, Hit vs Vegeta, and then Goku vs Hit. Now we're having an in-depth analysis and look into each of the fights. Let's start off with Goku vs Beerus on King Kai's planet. In this fight, it shows Beerus' power, how he's easily able to dismantle Goku. Even though it's a classic Dragon Ball trope, it does work and does show Beerus' power. It's all in all a nice first fight of the series. Next, the Z Fighters vs Beerus. Again shows Beerus' power, layering it on top of Goku vs Beerus on King Kai's planet. It's a nice intro for the rest of the Z Fighters, showing off most of the classic characters well enough. It was a decent fight. And then there's that mind ball scene. It does show Vegeta's progress and, as a character from Z, since the Super manga and the Dragon Ball Z manga had a massive break in between. I think this was a good idea to re-establish that Vegeta has changed. Now let's move on to Super Saiyan God Goku vs Beerus. It was a nice show of Beerus' power along with the transformation of Super Saiyan God, but it really does, and I mean it really does show off Beerus' power, because it shows not even gaining a new massive power up can allow Goku to beat him, which is pretty unusual compared to other fights. Anyways, next, Goku vs Vegeta, Whis' World. This is all in all an enjoyable fight, but nothing special. Next, flashback Beerus vs Champa. It was a fun fight and gave us a power comparison between the two. It was okay. Next, Goku vs Vegeta, hyperbolic time chamber. Again, another fun fight. Next, Botama vs Goku. It was fun watching Goku win by outthinking Botama and using Botama's weaknesses against him. But Botama felt really gimmicky as a character. The character is one of the categories, so I'll get to that more later. But yeah, he's very gimmicky. But other than that, next, Frost vs Goku. This was a fun fight, and Frost does show the parallels between Universe 6 and 7 as we stated earlier in the manga. Next, Piccolo vs Frost. Piccolo using his stretchy arms was cool, and it isn't used much in Dragon Ball anymore. His use of said ability was smart, keeping Frost at bay while charging his Makonko Support. Was really smart. Next, Vegeta vs Frost. This was seriously fun fight to watch. Watching Vegeta style on Frost was unparalleled fun for me, really. But I wished it lasted a lot longer, because only like a couple pages to be honest. So yeah, I wish that was a bit longer. Other than that, this was a fine fight. Next, Vegeta vs Vegeta. This was everything I said about Goku vs Botama, and you can basically apply that to this, really. And yeah, the only extra thing was that I found Vegeta's weakness slightly funny, to be honest, but it wasn't that funny. Anyways, next, Cabba vs Vegeta. This fight was really good. It shows Dollar Saiyan's niceness. The way Vegeta helps Cabba achieve Super Saiyan is what Vegeta would do to help him out. The student-teacher dynamic is great and refreshing for Vegeta's character. Anyways, next, Hit vs Vegeta. It shows Hit's power, but it's very short. Next, Goku vs Hit. I enjoyed this fight. It forced Goku to figure out Hit's fighting style and counteract it, even though Goku had heard of it from Jocko earlier. I still think Goku being able to find its weakness was pretty smart and showed that Goku has actually got battle experience and is smart in some aspects, unlike Super portrays him as stupid Super Goku sometimes. Anyways, that's all the fights, and that's the fight category over. Next category is characters. So we'll start with the new characters and we'll go to the important returning characters. Anyways, let's begin with Beerus and Whis. They're really quirky and fun with their love for food. Whis being an airhead occasionally, not in the dumb sense, but in the fun sense. And Beerus being a god of destruction just amps up his cool factor. These are my favourite new introductions for Super. Next, Champa and Vost. They're really boring. They're basically fat Beerus and female Whis, Also, yes, they do show the parallels between Universe 7 and 6 that we stated. They're just feel like copycats, but not even as fun as the originals. Anyways, next, Botomo. He was really gimmicky and really nothing else. He was really boring, to be honest. Just another character. Anyways, next, Vegeta. Everything I said about Botomo, just apply it to Vegeta, except he has a slightly funny weakness to insults and a different design. Vost. Vost is interesting. He's an excellent example of the alternate universe. Him being an alternate Frieza, who appears to be good but is bad. I don't exactly mind the change, but I wish this would have happened a bit later, so it was actually a bit of a twist. Or he was good from the beginning. He was an okay character. Next, Cabba. His student-teacher dynamic with Vegeta was excellently constructed. Cabba shows what Universe 6 Saiyans are like. Probably my second favourite introduction, Hit. Hit being an assassin is interesting in the idea, but it doesn't have much more to him. His cool factor is increased though, along with his time skip ability. Next, Zeno. His concept is the most interesting, probably in Dragon Ball Super. But, you know, at the moment he's kind of nothing. We haven't got to know him. Of course, this is a series, so they will expand upon things. And again, I will talk about the things to be expanded upon. But yeah, I just think he's kind of weak, to be honest. Anyways, with that said, let's go to the next category. Not this category, but next subcategory. Returning characters. So Goku. Goku so far has been really good and goodly adapted into the manga. He's goofy and fun, but he can get serious when needed, and he can be tactical and find opponents' weaknesses, shown by his fight with Hit and Botomo. Vegeta, I think so far, has been pretty well adapted to. The That's My Bulma scene shows his overall development, along with his fight with Cabba showing his same pride, along with his now student-teacher relationship with Cabba. Now the Z fighters, they don't really matter. Piccolo's done a bit, but other than Piccolo, no one's on the Z fighters crew has done much, especially since Resurrection F didn't happen. And the Z fighters haven't done much so far. Anyways, for the final and best category is things to be expanded upon. This is going to be a really quick category because most of this I've already gone over, so I'll do this very summarised and I won't really go over it too much. Anyways, let's begin. So the multiple universes, we need to be introduced to more characters. And I know they do this. I'm not sure how well they do it since I haven't watched or read the Tournament of Power. But I know they do it in the Tournament of Power. So this will be expanded upon. Universe 6 and its fighters. Cabba's and Vegeta's relationship. And Zeno. Anyways, with that, the main body of the review ends. Hope you enjoyed. I'll be going arc by arc and reviewing the complete manga. When the Mora Saga is completed, I'll also be doing the Mora Saga. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Click the like button if you did enjoy, and subscribe if you feel like it. No, I don't mind. I doubt really me saying much is gonna affect if you subscribe or not. But yeah, I'll see you later. Lightning reviews out.